That old video showed our mothers coming out to fight for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. I thought it was good to set the tone with that video because obviously he is still in incarceration. I would like to remind us that getting to the point where we are right now did not just come easy. It was a very long battle because the plan of the federal government was actually to send Nnamdi Kanu to prison. But they know that they have to pass through the court to achieve their aim. So for Nnamdi Kanu to be in this position he is, still alive, still challenging them, is by the grace of God and some very tough, daring legal decisions he had to make. Yes, if not, by now, I'm telling you the fact, by now, because there are people in the prison who are languishing there because they don't have proper legal counsel or adequate legal counsel. So when you see Nnamdi Kanu with 7 or 8 sons, senior advocates, he knows what he's doing. Oh. In fact, in the last 2 years, he has had to change lawyers 4 times. 4 times. Dating back to when this case started, he has also used an average of 7 lawyers since 2016-2015 till today. Why did he do this? Because he's looking for what we are looking for. Because he knows what their plan is. And I'm telling you, if not for these lawyers one by one, some of whom did their job very well, and some of whom disappointed, leading to their sack, even at a point, he had to tell the justice that he is willing to defend himself because it looks as if his lawyers were disappointing him. Let's start from the first lawyer that ever represented him in court. Number 1, Vincent Obeta. He was a lawyer between 2015 and early 2016. He was appointed shortly after Kanu's first arrest. Obeta challenged DSS secret detention and secured an order transferring Kanu to prison for better legal access. He won 1 billion rights violation suit against the federal government in January 2022. He was later transitioned out as the case progressed into lengthy trial stages. For those that know when Nnamdi Kanu was first taken to court, Vincent Obeta was his first lawyer against the federal government. Let's go on to the next lawyer that represented Kanu from day one. Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I'm sure that's a very popular name we all know. He served between 2016 and 2023. So he became the lead defense counsel by late 2021. He was instrumental in high-profile courtroom actions. He filed extraordinary rendition and custody suits on March 2022. He collaborated with Aloy Ejimako. He was replaced amid family dissatisfaction. The family of Nnamdi Kanu was not satisfied and allegedly over failing to secure access and medical care for Nnamdi Kanu. So they felt at a point that he wasn't doing enough, pressing enough. His influence was not strong enough, that Nnamdi Kanu needed medical access and it wasn't coming forth. So why are you a lead lawyer when you cannot press the court to get all these things? But to be fair to him, we all know the court they were in and why he wasn't able to get all these things. But that doesn't mean you're a lawyer, you have to pay, somebody has to pay the price. So that was how he was actually replaced. Also, we have number 3, we have Mike Ozekome. Listen very carefully. He served between February 2023 and June 2023, the same year Ejiofor was sacked. Ozekome was brought in. He was brought in as a senior counsel, recognized for procedural acumen. Under him, he filed mandamus application for Kanu's medical access, ear injury, ear surgery. The reason for his removal was that he was accused of refusing to visit Kanu after May 11th, 2023. And also, he blocked doctors from his scheduled visit to examine Nnamdi Kanu on June 5th. So he was replaced because of... Mike Ozekhome used to be a very good lawyer. I don't know. But it seems maybe, you know, he's very close to federal government. He defends many institutions also. So it's possible, you know, these people may have gotten to him. You never can tell. Because look at the kind of lawyers. Because sometimes these lawyers are part of the judiciary, an arm of the government. So you see the way Nnamdi Kanu and the family have been very meticulous about his case, following it gradually. Any mistake, they are ready to change anybody at any time. Very, very meticulous, and I really like that. They prioritize his safety first, because you know that many times these lawyers are there for their money. So let's go on. So after Ozekhome was actually sacked, Emeka Ejiofor PAM came in between February 26th, 2024 and March 21st, 2025. He took over defense in Federal High Court, resuming trial sessions. He played a role in encouraging political negotiation strategies and responding to court's reconciliation directives. The reason for replacement: he was replaced by Kanu Agabi as the legal team was revamped on March 21, 2025. So you see, Kanu had to revamp his legal team again with the one we have now as Kanu Agabi, you know. So you see that Nnamdi Kanu is a man that knows who he was dealing with. And he knows the weakness of the legal counsel in the past. And made sure that he put himself first, because without proper legal counsel, forget all the things we are saying now. Why we are here now is because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's persistence, dexterity, determination to get to the root of his case. Yes, we are pressing for political solution. Yes, we are saying they should free him. He didn't do anything. But before then, he has to be defended. Of course. And if he wasn't defended earlier on, by now, I'm telling you, these people don't mind though. They don't mind. So number 5, Chief Kanu Agabi, SAN. He was brought in from March 21st till date. He's a senior advocate and lead counsel for strategic legal representation. He was introduced when Omotosho took over the case. So what has he done so far? He has brought weight and added credibility to Kanu's team in federal court. And under him, Nnamdi Kanu presented a no-case submission that may be eventually leading to his acquittal and discharge. So there is also Aloy Ejimako, who served at a point as part of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers, which we all know. And he also served during this period. And the 7th person is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself. Remember, at a point in the court, he said he is going to represent himself. When he was asked directly by Binta Nyako, he said, yes, I am representing myself. So he is the 7th person that actually represented himself during this court trial. So you can see that coming here was not by mistake. Before then, there has been loopholes in the defense. And that was why Binta Nyako was able to maneuver herself in the court. Because a court is an open place where people are watching and listening. And the judge, yes, has enough power to do and undo. But sometimes it's very clear that the judge cannot do certain things if they are caught off guard. And it is the job of the lawyers to keep pressuring these judges with their arguments. And when you lack this argument or personality, if the judge doesn't like you, it will mess you up. That's exactly what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. He was messed up by Binta Nyako's court because then the lawyers then did not present him well. At a point, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had to represent himself because he didn't understand what his lawyers were doing. I will play you a video of where he had to even sound, but the man is under pressure. So yes, he might have shouted at his lawyers then, but he needed to get his message across because they were not helping him do it as at then. And that is why you saw something like this in the court. Watch the video.
I agitate for Biafra. I agitate for Biafra. My right to agitate. My right. They turned it from treasonable felony now to terrorism. Stop talking when I'm talking.
Sorry. So that's Nnamdi Kanu. You know, that's Nnamdi Kanu fighting for himself. He could not breathe well. He could not understand what is going on. After paying you such amount of money, you can't make proper arguments for me. I'm still languishing in this place. These are the sacrifices. These are the decisions he had to make at that point. It was at that point in the court he knew that these things I'm doing with these lawyers, if it goes on like this, I may find myself where I don't know. Because he doesn't even know what is going outside. And the last time he checked, Nigeria has not collapsed because he is in prison or dungeon. But because he cannot betray the cause, he can't betray the Igbo race, he can't betray his people. He rather had to do the only thing he needed to do was to increase the tempo and start playing the game exactly the hard way by employing seasoned sons, tested sons, respected sons that will guarantee him something close to a victory. So I'm using this video to say all kudos to all the lawyers that have represented him since 2016 till now. Thank you very much. Kudos to you. Some of you secured judgments in his favor, though the judge did not obey. Some of you did not do your job well. Of course, the records are there. Some of you were even sacked because of that. Some disappointed, some did not represent him well. Do you understand the scope of their job? While some of them are very brilliant and did a wonderful job, like the ones on ground now. Kanu, Agabi, Seth, and the team around him. These are the ones who understand the politics, the dynamics of courts, in and around it. They know how to follow their clients. They know how to follow the judges. They know how to follow the prosecution. Yes, they know. And these are the people that deserve all the praise right now. Look at how the court case has been going. You will see the prosecution team are scared of that defense. Can't you see? They find it hard to even answer ordinary questions to nail their case. But I believe that all things work together for good to them that love God and are called to do his work. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is called to do the work of God. And I believe that is why he is still alive. Because he has not yet fulfilled the mission God brought into this world concerning his people. It's well. So I call upon everybody watching me around the world to please fast and pray for his release. He has overstayed his welcome in that dungeon. And at this point, we're not even talking about bail again. We're talking about an outright release of this young man. Nnamdi Kanu is 58 years old. He has spent 6 years already in captivity. Is he going to remain in prison till old age? No freedom fighter has ever stayed in the dungeon for this long in this country. None. No terrorists from the north, bandits, kingpin, has even been caught and put in the cell. No Boko Haram commander, No Fulani terrorist has been caught and punished. Never. And they're discussing with them, pampering them. Sometimes you see a governor carry state money. A governor in the north did it. Took money and went to pamper bandits. Say, please take money. Don't worry us in the state. Can you imagine? A known Islamic preacher in the north took money also and went to pamper bandit leaders. People who have unalived soldiers, unalived villagers, unalived children and women. Still went to beg them in the bush. Because Nnamdi Kanu is from a certain part of the country that should not have a voice, he is being treated like this. Please, it's okay. He has suffered enough. Release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu today. The case should be closed. It's over. It's over. There is no more making sense again. At this point, it is no more making sense again. So please, do the right thing. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching this video. I have been your host, Chi Ne Do. Till I see you in the next video, peace.